Yep, I'm not gonna lie, I almost forgot that it was an all-compound race this week. Thank you for the reminder, Des. I completely forgot. But yeah, all compounds meaning you have to race on every single compound. So for the dries, you'd have to race on the softs, mediums, and hards. So everybody will be at least doing 2 stops. Where does Azure come from? Well, at first, I'll tell you a story. At first, I didn't know what Azure meant. I saw it once and I was like, that'd be a cool name. But then I searched it up. It just meant another meaning for blue, or something like that. Even yeah, it was another meaning of blue. We've got a Joker. Nice joke, Titan. Where were you last week? Where were you last week when I needed my comedy? Anyways, everybody. No, not everybody's on the softs. Okay. So, Hurricane is on the hards. Harvey on the mediums. Basketball Dan is on the hards. Kev and Mantis on the mediums. There's your compounds, Des. Most of the grid starting on the softs. Whilst 5 other drivers are not. As we're just waiting for Mantis to line up at the back. Not a The 5 red lights are up. And they're out and away they go, and I think Matthews just got a better start off the line, but Creations stays ahead by heading into turn 1. Does Matthew have the chance? No, he doesn't. Creations retains as positive, and there's Space fighting for Peter, and there's a yellow flag behind. I think that was for Basketball Dan. That was Basketball Dan having a moment at the back. That's not what you want to witness, but it is positive. Not positive, sorry. Creations and Matthew, and then positive. Rounding up the top 3, and David already with a 5-second time penalty. What? How? How do you already get a 5-second time penalty, mate? And it doesn't make sense. Anyways, carrying on. And then Spain P4, then Alex P5, then Armor King and Safe Hurricane 7. Smiggy rounds up in P8, then Latifi 9. And Mantis, having a miraculous start, rounds up the top 10, but I think that might be that won't be long lasting, as here comes Harvey, overtaking, heading into the left-hander of, I think that was turn 11. No, it was not, it's turn 12. Sorry about that. It was turn 12 that Harvey made that move into 10th. But how does one already get a 5-second time penalty? I get he must have cut the corner somewhere, but how? How do you already get it? It don't make sense. Don't make sense. That was a fast lap of a 1 minute 36.2 for Creations. And I don't think he's managed to lose Matthew as quick as he'd want. He's going to keep trying to lose Billy Williams, but it's going to be tricky to do so, because we all know the pace that Matthew has. But don't forget who is behind Matthew, though. It is Positive, also known as the Max Verstappen of HTR. Not because he's in a Red Bull, not because he has a Max Verstappen helmet on. He's just quick. But there are the possible race strategies. again. But we all know they're going to be making 2 stops anyways. And if there was an early safety car, like there was last time we had this type of race, which was Saudi Arabia, then those started on the softs would benefit the most, I would say. It's at this moment where they're not really having that early safety car. They'd have to wait quite a bit, if I'm being honest, if they want that safety car. But anyways, coming on to lap 3 is still car number 78 of Creations, leading the way, and there is the sign that DRS is enabled. There's a yellow flag in sector 3 somewhere. I'm not sure what it was for. Titan's already asking for a red flag. Titan, you can't always ask for a red flag, mate. I mean, come on. I'm surprised we haven't had a red flag yet in HTR. It's surprising. Anyways, let's have a look where the closest battle is. It could be this battle for P8. Sorry, P7, sorry. Between Smiggy, Hurricane, Latifi, and I'm going to throw the name of Harvey in. Speaking of Harvey, he's getting a beautiful toe behind Latifi into that left-hander where he overtook Mantis not too long ago. As he got it stuck down the inside of turn 13, Harvey moves into P9. Beautiful stuff. And that's Mantis in the grass. Mantis is in the grass. Oh no, I think he might have had a collision there with, I think it might have been Tom, but I'm not too sure. But anyways, I see a second gap between Positive and Anesbe. Anesbe won't have DRS, and he might fall, what's the word? I forgot what the word is. Vulnerable. He might fall vulnerable to the AlphaTauri driver of Alex behind. Sorry, I've been saying the AlphaTauri of Harvey quite a bit, I think, this race so far. But this looks close through the S's here, and I think there's a closer battle for P7, as there's a gap between Hurricane and Harvey forming. So I think Hurricane might look for the opportunity down this back straight through turn 11 and then into turn 12. Down the monster straight right behind Smiggy, pulling to the inside. Has he made the move stick? Yes, he has. Pulling back out to that outside lane to confirm his place in P7 for the McLaren driver. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff indeed. And Anesbe has just caught back up to the back of Positive. He's within that second. He's going to be getting a helpful hand of DRS to keep on the back of that Red Bull. But Alex is there right behind. And Armour King just hanging on to that DRS. But he is close to falling out of that DRS zone. Or DRS range, sorry. As we're going on to lap 5 now. Matthew, I think he's slightly quicker than Creations, but there's just not enough in it. Yeah, how David got a 5-second time penalty already still baffles me. But as you can see, everybody is on 4-lap old tyres. Now, Positive looks for it momentarily. He is a few tenths behind Matthew. He's closer to Matthew than Matthew is closer to Positive. I mean, Creation, sorry. And Cody now has a 3-second time penalty. I think he's been going off track a bit too much, as Matthew looked for a move just a little bit. So did Positive. As I noticed, he pulled to the inside, then back to the outside. He wasn't close enough to get the move done. And here comes the Nesbe down the inside of Positive. Will he make the move? No, he will not. Is the switch back on? No. Positive keeps hold of P3. I've got to be careful of that camera angle where it goes more or less on board with the driver, and that's Creations heading into the pit. He's stopping early. He might feel like the tyres are already dying, already falling off a cliff. Is there anyone else going in? Armour King is. He's gone in. Will anybody else, or will it be just these two? Creations goes on to the hards. And do I see somebody else going into the pits? I do. I see David going into the pits. And Kev right on the back of Cody here. 3/10 the gap. Will he make a move? Heading into turn 1. No, he will not. It's just a bit too far back. And Creations comes out P10. 5.1 seconds behind the Aston Martin of Latifi. It's been a start to the race, this has been, as Alex right on the back of Nesbe. Will he make a move? Car number 47. I think it might be just a bit too far back to try and make a move on Nesbe in car number 3, just like Matthew in car number 3. Who actually has been overtaken by Positive. The one thing I completely missed, I know they've been battling a lot, Positive staying behind most of it, but Positive is now ahead and leading the race. Now could be his time to pull away, get away from the pack, as Matthew into the pits, and so is Nesbe. But Alex will still have a bit of DRS to play with to catch up to the back of Positive. I think he might be a bit too far back to get himself into some more range of DRS. As here comes Hurricane on those hards. Matthew is on the hards, and Nesbe on the hards. And I think, no, not yet. As here comes Creations ahead of the Williams and the McLaren. As Smiggy is also in the pits, I think that's for hards. It is for hards. Look, Positive has a helpful gap here to Alex. But now David is in last because he served his 5-second time penalty, which I need to figure out what that was for. But anyways, heading into turn 12. Sorry, I keep calling that turn 11. I need to remember that's turn 12. This is 13 and 14 we're going through now, sorry. I need to remember that a lot. Wow. But anyways, the gap between first and second is 1.7. Positive does have that healthy gap he wanted. He's not going to be under threat by Alex if he doesn't have that DRS. And is Positive coming in? He is. And will Alex come in? Alex will. I think he was just a little bit closer to Positive than he was when they went in, and Hurricane is going to take the lead of the race, with Harvey following in suit. And Creations gets back ahead of Positive. And is Matthew going to get ahead of Positive? And is Nesbe going to get ahead of Positive? Just the McLaren gets ahead of Positive. I think Positive should have boxed a lap earlier if he wanted to possibly stay ahead of Matthew. He didn't. And it's caused him to fall back 2 places now. As this is now the battle for P4 going on between Matthew and Nesbe and Positive. And Alex just losing time to positive on the exit of the pits. And he might be under pressure here from Armour King. But the main battle to watch is this one for P4. As Enesbe getting closer to Matthew. Closer and closer. Will he go for a move? He's going for it into turn 12. Has he fully made the move stick? Matthew has that inside line. Will Enesbe keep going round the outside? No, he's not, but he's still there down the inside for this corner. Enesbe is ahead of Matthew just, but Matthew's going to be fighting back now. He's got the inside line once more. Matthew is ahead still of Enesbe. But I don't think it'll be for long as we come down the main straight now as Hurricane is in the pits. Matthew just going a little bit wide there. And you're right, Creations is going to love this. As Enesbe pulling to the inside now. Has he made the move stick now? He has just, but will it be enough? It will be enough. As Enesbe is now past Matthew and Positive just binding his time behind the two. But don't forget, if these three do keep battling, it's going to cause Creations to get away from them, catch up to Harvey, get the DRS, and possibly overtake Harvey before he pits for new tyres. Coming into the left-hander of turn 11 now. Will Matthew make the move on Enesbe again? As Smiggy now has a 3-second time penalty. And so does Neb. Or is it Nathan? I genuinely can't remember. But I think it is Nathan. But then yet again, I could be so wrong. But Matthew didn't make a move heading into turn 12. He's going to wait. He's going to wait out patiently as Creations is now past the AlphaTauri driver of Harvey, who's looking a little bit shaky there as we're coming through the long left-hander. Oh, and he's gone off track, Harvey. That's going to be a warning for sure. He's got to box soon. If it was me driving right now, I would have boxed right now, gone onto some hards. And then softs later on, but Harvey hasn't. And is Matthew going to make a move, or is Positive going to make a move? No one's going to make a move, but Positive is going to go round the outside. Will he make a move stick? No, he will not. That is so close, but not just yet for Positive. He's got to wait a little bit longer as he's right on the back of that Williams. Oh man, this is great racing between the three. As I think I sense a move coming in further back. Basketball Dan is ahead of Tom. And it would be criminal if Tom doesn't have them. He does have number 66. As it's in his name, Tom 66 Racing. Anyways, carrying on with this battle. Matthew is a lot closer as Cody now has a 3-second time penalty. Matthew pulling to the inside. Is he making the move? He is making the move, and he's ahead of the McLaren driver once more. And he stays ahead. And now might be the chance to get away from Enesbe and Positive. I need to still try and avoid that camera angle. And I think I saw a little bit of blinking there for Enesbe. And I see a little bit of blinking for Alex. Oh, no, you don't want to be blinking this early. I'm going to try and avoid that blinking as much as I can. Oh, there it is. Oh, I just had to speak too soon. Ah! Anyways, Alex has now overtook Harvey, who is now in the pits. Is it hard? It is hard. He's gone hard. And he's going to go, I think, to lap 24, maybe 25. Then he's going to box for some softs. So that's the only tyre he's yet to race on so far in this race. But Creations absolutely flying currently. He's loving this to bits. But don't forget, his tyres are a lap older than Matthews and Enesbe's, and 2 laps older then Positive's and Alex's, who is nearly in DRS range, just outside by a 10. As Positive making a move on Enespe now. Oh, nearly a bit of contact between the two. But has Positive made the move stick, or is Enespe going to fight back? It's turn 13. Enespe fighting back, pushing Positive a little bit wide there. That's going to cause Alex to catch right back up. And I don't think this battle is going to end there, as we're going to see it continue, heading on to the main straight now. I don't think Matthew pulled away as much as he'd want to, as that gap between him and Creations is just gaining and gaining. It was last 4.9, I think. Now it's 5.4. So Creations has gained half a second there in the space of quite a few corners. As Armor King is now in the pits on the hards. And now I have to wonder. And that's Tom with a 3-second time penalty. I think he's gone off track just a bit too much there. As he's fighting with Basketball Dan. He's going to be using that DRS all the way down the main straight. But he's still just a bit too far back. And Harvey now has a 3-second time penalty. To be fair though to him, he did get the penalty within this tricky S section. And it is easy to get a time limit, track limit. As Latifi gets track limits as well. 3-second time penalty for him. This is just like Austria in real life again. And I've said that already this season. As Matthew has got past Enespe once more. Or once again, actually. I don't think Enespe fully made the move stick. I think it must have been through turn 12 again. But coming around that long right-hander, kind of reminds me of the Sochi left-hander a little bit. And I know a lot of people hated that track, but I'll be honest. On the game, it wasn't really that bad. I thought the track was alright. But, yeah. After everything as Positive, is he going to make a move? Heading into turn 1, he is! As he made a stick, he has! What a move that was by Positive! I'm glad I caught that on stream. But that's causing Matthew to get away just a little bit, as the gap between Matthew and Creations is just getting a little bit closer now. As there's a yellow flag, as David, who's spun around. It's not been a great race for David at all. And those hards are now going to be warmed up, and it's going to be easier to spin a little bit as he goes off track a bit there. I think just a little bit of lag for him as well, as that gap is getting shorter. But Positive is right behind Matthew. He's not going to go for it. Alex has got past Enespe as well. I completely missed that. I'm sorry, Alex. I missed it. But you're into P4, lad. Keep going, if I'm not mistaken. That's where he started? No, he started in P5. Anyways, let's have a look. Armor King is the only one to do 2 stops. So this is his final stint. And what is he on? He is on the hards. So he's going to be going till the end. I think Positive just might have Matthew here as he pulls to the inside now. Heading into turn 1. Oh, I think he's just turned back onto the racing line a little bit early there. But P2 is now his. And he's now going to try and catch up to the Mercedes of Creations. But also, at the same time, he's going to have to look to get away from Matthew. And I'm not sure what... Yeah, let's have a look at who's gone up the most places. Currently, the person who's gone up the most places is Harvey, who's currently running in P8, who started in P12. Don't forget, he does have a 3-second time penalty, but he has just enough time because Latifi is 6 seconds behind Harvey. And And speaking of which, there's a crash! There's a crash and there's a safety car! It's a safety car! Oh, what do you do in this situation if your name is Creations, who has done the softs already, who has done the hards already, and Nathan has a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Oh no! But what do you do if you're Creations? If it was me, I'd probably risk it and box. But my name is not Creations. Let's see what he does. Will he box or is he staying up? He's coming in! Creations is coming in. What about Positive? Will he follow in suit? He will. And so will Matthew and Alex. And I think everybody on those hards up front are going to be going onto the mediums. Let's find out. Yes, Creations on the mediums for his last stint. No more stops needs to be made for any of the top 5. As Hurricane coming through to P2, nearly P1. Is it P1? No, it's not. But Hurricane, he's made his last stop, and now he is in P2. Harvey, I think he's losing out here because he is on the soft. And let me just check. What tyre did Harvey start on? Harvey started on the mediums, then he went to hards, now he's on softs. So that is his last stop of the race. Just like everybody else, it's the last stop of the race as Tom has retired from the race. The safety car is out. And everybody is just lining up behind the driver of the safety car. Does he? Hurricane went from hards to mediums. Am I missing it? So he's made a stop there. Has he only made one stop? Hang on. Oh, he has! He has only made one stop. I thought he started on the softs for some reason. My bad. Yeah. Deza is right. Hurricane still has the box for the softs. But you've got to think, is he just going to bide his time and wait for another late safety car? That's what I think. And Harvey back in the pit. Oh, Risky Biscuits in the chat. Also known as Latifi. As Harvey is back on those mediums. And so will Basketball Dan. I think this is quite smart if he can stay ahead of Mantis. And Harvey does, but don't forget he does have that time penalty. But I think the safety car is going to be going in either this lap or the next. If everybody catches up, it'll be this lap, but if they don't, then next lap. And I don't think everybody's going to catch up in time. So the safety car will be going in next lap, I want to say, maybe. But I could be so wrong. But we will find out. Actually, I think David and Kev are going to catch up in time. I think the Haas and the Ferrari is going to catch up in time. Will the safety car be coming in this lap? No. The safety car is out for one more lap. As Mantis is in the pit. For new mediums. And no matter what happens, if Mantis doesn't catch up in time, the safety car will be in this one. I guarantee it. It's not a prediction. It's the truth. Safety car will be in this one. What happened there? Did anybody else notice that Basketball Dan went off track a little bit? Anyways, Mantis is on the rear. He's caught up with the pack. And safety car will be in this lap. Meaning, Creations will lead us off the safety car restart. And there goes the safety car. Zooming off into the distance. As we're going to be getting ready for the restart. But the question is... excuse me. When does Creations go? He's just backing everybody up. And there he goes. He's gone. And he's pulled away beautifully from Hurricane. As Positive, he's got to wait until the timing line. Mate, does he have to give that place back? He has. But he overtakes Hurricane into turn one. I think Matthew might look for an opportunity as well. Sorry about that. But Creation stays ahead and is 1.4 seconds ahead of Positive. And Matthew has got past Hurricane as well. I think Alex is going to look for an opportunity as well. And I think he's going to do it down the inside. There goes Alex on Hurricane. And there's a spin back in the pack. It was David once more spinning his Haas as the Nespe down the inside of Hurricane. And I think Smiggy as well down the inside of Hurricane. Not just yet though, as they're going to be fighting all the way down the straight into turn 12. And don't forget, Nathan is there at the back. He's just going to wait patiently as Smiggy down the inside of Hurricane. Has he made that move stick fully? He has. P6 is Smiggy's. And that gap ahead is just getting shorter and shorter. I think it's clear to see that Positive is now catching as Nathan and Hurricane are now battling for P7. Is Nathan going to do it round the outside? He has. And Hurricane is just a sitting duck He's not going to do well defending as he's on those old tyres. Sorry, I almost said hards. He's going to be struggling to defend as Nathan is in the pits again. As I think Positive just set the fastest lap there. But the gap is still 1.2 between Positive and Creations. But that's getting shorter and shorter. I think Positive just has the advantage through Sector 1. But I think Sector 2 might be a bit quicker for Creations. But we will find out as Smiggy has another 3-second time penalty. He is pushing the Mercedes driver. He wants to catch up to Enesbe so much, but he's outside of that second of DRS range. That was somebody going a little bit wide there. I think it might have been Hurricane. I'm not too sure. Let's go on board with Positive a little bit, as he is going to be under threat by Matthew. Because Matthew, once DRS comes into play, next lap is going to be catching up and will get closer to Positive before Positive could get closer to Creations. As we are about to start lap 20, we have got 9 laps left, and that was a brilliant lap by Creations to set the fastest lap of the race. And there's just a second between Alex and Matthew, and now a second between Matthew and Positive. But now Matthew is back within that 1 second range, able to get DRS if he's still within that range, heading down the back straight as Hurricane is now in the pits. I'm guessing for the softs, he's on the softs. And Positive, like I said, he just gets closer within that first sector. But Matthew, I think he was just better through that first sector, as he's gained a couple of attempts. He's gained a couple of attempts from Alex as well, who's going to be under threat from Enesbe. Let's see what happens. Let's see how much Matthew can catch down the back straight now. A few attempts now separate second and third. Alex able to defend against the McLaren, and Creations is just storming ahead. He knows he's got to keep it clean, not go off the track at all to win this race with 9 laps remaining. And Positive is still outside that DRS range, but Matthew is within that DRS range. And Enesbe right on the back of Alex. Let's see it. He's going to be pushing all the way down up the hill into turn 1. Enesbe takes P4 and Kev with a 3-second time penalty. But that was light work for the McLaren, as Matthew is just getting closer and closer to Positive. And in tow, he's getting closer and closer to Creations, because now Positive is within that second range. He's going to get DRS down the back straight. If he can stay within that second, I think it's close. I don't think he's got DRS, as Cody again has a 3-second time penalty. Let's just watch the rear wing of Positive. Does he have DRS, or has he just missed it? I think he's just missed it. Yes, Positive has just missed the DRS by a sliver. As Alex catching back up to Enesbe. Enesbe just goes a little bit wide there. He's going to lose a couple attempts to Alex behind. That's not what you want when you're pushing against somebody who is just as fast. But that gap is still a second. And once again, Positive, no DRS on the main straight. But Matthew deep within that second, right behind Positive. Is he going to make a move? A little bit of a slide there. That's going to cause him to lose a bit of time. But as we come up the hill again, I think Matthew's just a bit too far back I think that might be the cause of Positive having to use a little bit of battery. But Matthew right on the back now. Is he going to look for a move through the S's? We will have a look. I'm not too sure. But Creations still has to be wary of that second gap, because now Positive is once again within that second, and he's closer to Creations than he was the lap before. But will he have DRS? He will, because now Positive was within that DRS range, going through the DRS detection zone. Positive is going to be flying now. There's the DRS opening for the Red Bull and the Williams. But I think Matthew's going to have a better chance to overtake Positive now, going to the inside, then back to the outside. Matthew round the outside of Positive, hasn't made the move stick. And Positive stays ahead. If these two keep battling the way they are, that's going to cause Creations to just pull away. But he's not pulling away as much as he'd want to, because Positive still 1.1 seconds behind. And I'm starting to lose my voice now because, my God, it's just like last week. Oh, wow. I really need to bring a drink with me sometimes. But anyways, Matthew is going to be right on the back of Positive again. Oh, and a little bit of a wiggle there. That's going to lose some time as well. But down the main straight they go. Matthew, DRS wide open. Can't get closer to Positive as much as he wants to, because Positive is now back within that 1 second gap between him and Creations. He's just teetering in and out, but right now he is within that 1 second gap. Oh man. And a move has been made by Basketball Dan on Mantis, but Mantis going to be fighting back here into the S's, but he's just not got enough in it. And Basketball Dan stays ahead of Mantis. As we watch again, Alex might have the chance here to get back ahead of the Mercedes, of the McLaren. Bit of a wiggle there by the AlphaTauri. He's not going to make a move just yet. Staying behind, waiting patiently. Just like Matthew, he can't get past Positive just yet. He's going to have to wait patiently as Mantis is back ahead of Basketball Dan, and Kev is now ahead of Cody. Oh my. Battles to watch out for are ones for first between Creations, Positive, and I'm going to include Matthew in that battle. The battle for fourth between Inesme and Alex, and the battle for eighth between Mantis, Basketball Dan. I'm going to throw Kev and Cody into that battle as well, because, well, never mind. I think that you can call Cody out of the battle now, because he's just lost time and gained another time. He's just got another 3-second time penalty. There we go. Managed to get it out of my mouth. Where's the red flag? I don't know where the red flag is, mate. Obviously, it's non-existent. But this battle for first is just getting closer and closer. 5-6 tenths is the gap now between Creations and Positive. And also 6 tenths is the gap between Positive and Matthew. Down the back straight we go. Can Positive catch up to Creations? As Nathan gets another 3-second time penalty. Creations right on the Positive right on the back, sorry. I'm getting names mixed up left, right, centre. Oh, thanks, Des. Actually, yeah, Des, I am going to need some help with comms next week, because I know Norton is not going to be here next week. So, if you have some time, I would probably use the help. If you can hear that, give me a thumbs up if that's alright. Anyways, coming on to the main straight to start lap 25. We have got 4 laps left of this USA Grand Prix as Positive pulls to the inside, gets ahead of Creations and makes the move stick into turn 1, but he's blinking. And Kev has retired. I think Kev has spun. And there's a late safety car. It's a late safety car. Everybody's going to be boxing for softs. Oh my god. And Hurricane, 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. This makes things interesting because now Positive is ahead of Creations at the perfect timing because the safety car is now out. And we're going to have probably a last lap shootout. And I think it's mainly going to be between these three drivers, Positive, Creations and Matthew. Oh, we've got to ask Kev what happened there because I want to know. What happened? Oh man. I'm really glad I've got my fan here with me because I am sweating even more than I was earlier today. But now, main question is, who's going to be out of the pits first? You would normally think it's going to be Positive, right? Well, we'll see, because the top three are all in the pits, Des. Yep, Positive stays ahead. Alex and Enesbe. Harvey's in the pits as well. No, he's not. Harvey's staying out. But Harvey, don't forget, mate, you've got that time penalty. Oh, no, didn't want to show that, sorry. You do have a 3-second time penalty, so you've got to absolutely pull it off the restart if you want to stay ahead and possibly get a podium, because I know that these drivers behind Positive, Creations and Matthew are all going to be battling. Don't forget Enesbe and Alex. I'm going to throw Alex into that fray. I think he might challenge for the podiums as well. We are going to have one lap of racing again. Because next lap, after this lap, safety car will go into the pits. And I will be right back. Actually, before I go, Mantis has a 3-second time penalty. Is that his first one? That is his first one. And Basketball Dan has a drive-through penalty. What? And Cody has a 12-second time penalty as well. Anyways, I will be right back with you. Never mind, the safety car's coming in already. We're going to have 2 laps of racing. And Harvey, he's going to be deciding when to restart. Just waiting patiently for Harvey to restart the race for 2 laps of racing. And he's gone. He's gone. No, he's not. Now he's gone, but I think he's just wasted it. I think he's wasted that restart a lot. And now Creations and Positive are right on the back of Harvey. Positive going round the outside, so is Creations. Matthew down the inside, and it's Calamity on the restart. Bonesbe sneaks past as well. And Alex gets ahead of Creations. What was all that I just witnessed? Oh man, if your name is Harvey, you're going to want to look to let your teammate through as Creations has a 3-second time penalty. And Harvey's just pushed his teammate off the track, not leaving any room, which I think is a little bit stupid. But here comes Basketball Dan and Creations. Harvey, what are you doing? You're just letting your teammate drop like flies. This is not what you want to see from the two AlphaTauris. I think that was a little bit silly from Harvey. He should have just let his teammate go through. But now it's Positive and Matthew fighting one by one. And don't forget Nesbe behind them. Right behind them, I should say. But what a restart we just had to this race here at COTA. Oh man. It's Positive, then Matthew and Nesbe rounding up the P3. Creations is not going to be happy. And I think one other person's not going to be happy. That's going to be Alex. He's going to miss out big time on the podium. As Basketball Dan in the pitch he goes to serve his drive-through. He's going to come out last. But Harvey, what were you doing? You've really got to ask that question. What were you doing? As Mantis is now out of the race. He's retired in the pits. But what were you doing now on the final lap of the race? And Positive is just storming ahead. Purple Sector 1 for the Red Bull. I don't think Matthew's going to catch in time. I think that might be it. Yes, Alex has missed out big time on the podium here. He's not going to be happy. I think the stewards might have a little bit of work because I think I witnessed a little bit of pushing off the track between Harvey and Alex. Mainly Harvey pushing Alex off the track, not leaving any room. But then, yet again, I don't think Harvey saw him that much. But Matthew, he's getting closer to Positive, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Because that was a purple sector for Positive once more. But he's blinking, he's pushing. He's got a few corners to go of this race here at COTA for the American Grand Prix. Coming round the long right-hander one last time. 7/10 is the gap between Positive and Matthew. But it's not going to matter because coming round the final few corners into the last corner, it is going to be Positive who wins at COTA and gets the fastest lap, but that's been beaten by Matthew. And then Nesbe takes third, Alex is fourth. He's not going to be happy. Creations fifth, then Hurricane sixth, Miggy seventh, David, after spinning a lot, finishes in eighth, Harvey ninth, Nathan 10th, Cody 11th, and was Armor King, I want to say? Or didn't he crash out? I can't remember, but your race winner is Positive in the Red Bull, and that just extends his championship lead over his closest rival, or second in the championship of Matthew. Don't forget, Matthew did have the fastest lap as well, but it's not going to mean much. I don't think. What is this? What is this sorcery? How is that man floating? I didn't know we were playing Hogwarts Legacy. But congratulations to Positive once again for another win. Congrats to Matthew and Nesbe for getting on the podium as well. It was Basketball Dan. Look at all the track limits. Oh man. Actually, right. Anyways, that was round 9 of HTR. Join us next week when we go racing in the streets of Baku in Azerbaijan for round 10 and the